Greetings, welcome to the Tarot Card of the Now. In this video, I'm using the Sacred Bridges Tarot deck. I'm going to pick one card for the now. It's a little message, a little insight for whenever you tuned into this video. So let's see the card and what the message is. We have the Four of Waters. So the Four of Waters, I see definitely some distance, and definitely a battle in the heart here. I really feel with this card, especially right now, that it's really tough for us right now to really like follow our heart or anything like that. That in one way or another, in that realm, in that emotional realm, that inner emotions, not the outer ones, but the inner ones, there is a difference. What we express emotionally, a lot of times is not what we're feeling on the inside, which that's something I definitely work well with. What I think helps as a tarot reader is picking up on those inner emotions. And so that's the focus for right now. There is a distance, and what you're expressing on the outside isn't necessarily matching what's on the inside. This can very much be in the form of disconnecting from people or just being distant. It's like you're pushing away people, but you don't really want to. That's how it's coming on the outside. And it's also about, like I said, this distance between what you're feeling. I see, just hurt in some way. Not necessarily your heart is hurt, but your heart is hurting in some way. Either you have a love for something and you can't express it, which can be anything. I just see this separation between what you really feel or what you really want and what's really going on in your life, or in a particular troubling situation going on in your life, which can seem like your whole life at the time. So I definitely see this, just like I said, a very distant time. And like I said, this is an indication. Like I said, you have your inner feelings and emotions and what you express. It's like when people get very angry, or frustrated with small things, it's not because they're mad, it's because they're sad. It's expressed as anger, but that's not what the inner emotion. The inner emotion is sadness, the outer emotion is anger. That's kind of that difference there between inner and outer. Like I said, what a lot of people, me included, pick up on, some would say empathic or whatever. You can feel it inner dialogue. Like you see somebody's acting out, but you pick up on a sadness. And that's kind of how I feel this, is that distance. Sometimes we push, like I said, it's also like pushing people away that you love, because you're hurt on the inside, these kinds of things. It can also just being distant towards people in general, wanting to not be around anybody, these types of things. And so what happens here is you have to tune into this. We bury sadness or these emotions, inner emotions, because they're hard to deal with. But if you take the opportunity to deal with this, to really resolve this imbalance. Like I said, there's definitely the big thing is what you're feeling on the inside isn't what's happening on the outside. These are not matching. And that causes struggle in your life, and it just causes like this battle of emotions. I see this like two different ways of feeling, like I said, an inner and an outer type situation. So to move on from that, you need to uh, confront these feelings, to resolve them. You're not going to resolve them if you just keep burying them, if you just tuck away your true feelings and these types of things. They have to be faced if you want to move on, basically. I mean, you don't have to. You could keep burying them. You could just ignore them or say, no, that's not how I really feel, but that's going to keep that under the surface, and it will come out later, like I said, as other things, as anger, as frustration, or of pushing people away that you don't really want to push away. These types of things will happen. So the Four of Waters is about this distance and this unmatching outer and inner feelings. This is that just keeping these inner feelings buried. So this is an opportunity now to let them out, to confront them, or to at the very least accept them. You don't have to tell anybody else about them. You just need to recognize that you do feel them, that you have these feelings, because by not doing it, like I said, it keeps them buried and they're expressed in unhealthy ways. And like I said, it could be in many different ways. It could be pushing people away, or it could be disconnecting from people, but it could also be, like I said, bursts of frustration and anger. And like I said, a lot of times anger and frustration is really an expression of inner sadness. So, um, this is the type of thing to reconcile right now, to realize that without reconciling it, you're not going to move on. So that is what the card is telling us right now. I wish you much blessings in this weekend, and in your life in general, and much strength to face your inner emotions. If you liked this video, give me a like, comment, share, of course, wherever you see it. I post it in a few different places, so all of those places, it is appreciated when you do that, and I love the comments and so forth. So send it there. Blessed be.